Let's talk about two problems on page 9 of Trig PACE 1137. We're going to start with problem 6 and then we're going to do problem 3. On problem number 6, we have the tangent of theta. Tangent of theta equals negative square root of 3 over 3. Now the PACE explains that tangent we find by dividing the y value in the ordered pairs, which corresponds to cosine. So cosine over the sine, which corresponds to the x value. And so we're looking for one of these angles here, where if we took y and divided by x, in other words, take the second one, divide by the first one, we would get negative square root of 3 over 3. Now this one I chose because we don't have any denominators here with 3. No, we don't have any numerators with 3. So we're going to have to remember that 3 comes from multiplying the square root of 3 times the square root of 3 to get 3. Okay, so even though we want to end up with something like this, we have to work backwards and look for something like 1 over square root of 3. So how can I get that? Well, if I look up here, the y value is 1/2. And if I divide that by this x value, square root of 3 over 2, okay, so you're taking the second one divided by the first one. When we do that, we invert the second one to multiply it. And we always do that with fractions. So the first one times the reciprocal of the second one. And then you'll see that the 2 cancels out. And so you get 1 over square root of 3. And then we rationalize the denominator by multiplying top and bottom by square root of 3. And that gives us square root of 3 over 3. However, I did this to trick you. Don't copy this answer down because we actually want negative square root of 3 over 3, don't we? Okay, so we want to look for another point up here that is very similar to this one with the x and the y values, but would have a negative in it. So I'll let you find that one on your own and then just go through these steps and make sure you end up with negative square root of 3 over 3. And then you're going to take the, whatever the address is, like the 2 pi over 3 or pi over 6 or something, and that will be your actual answer. Plus, you always have to add plus n times pi. N times pi. In the previous section, we did 2n pi, but here it varies only by pi. So n times pi. All right, now let's move ahead. And to do that, I wanted to move and oops, I just added a screen. I didn't. To the next one. Here we go. Number 3 is cotangent. Now, cotangent is the reciprocal of tangent. So instead of having y over x, we're going to have x divided by y. So we're going to do a similar thing where we take the first number. Instead of the second number, we start with the first number and multiply by the reciprocal of the second number. Okay, so 1/2 in this case divided by square root of 3 over 2 would give me 1/2 times 2 square root of 3. The 2's would cancel out. I'd get 1 over square root of 3. Rationalize the denominator, and we have square root of 3 over 3. Okay? So the answer that you're going to write would be, again, the angle, and then make sure you add plus n pi. All right, I hope that helps you.